a very warm welcome. You're watching Breaking Ground with me, Kritsween Wala. Let's quickly get started with an update that India continues to track very closely. It's not just with regards to Dawood Ibrahim, but his entire nexus. Now, remember, the location of the underworld don Dawood Ibrahim is believed to be an open secret. Various reports published over the years have quoted intelligence inputs and witnesses to establish Dawood's presence in the neighboring country, that's Pakistan. But despite sustained pressure from India and realms of proof provided, Islamabad has set aside all of that and has constantly denied Dawood's presence on its territory. But now, Times Now has accessed a proof that Islamabad cannot refute, cannot deny. Dawood's brother, Iqbal Kaskar, has revealed before the Indian authorities that his brother, Dawood Ibrahim, is staying in Karachi's posh area Clifton, and that the India's #1 enemy is enjoying Pakistan state's protection. Iqbal Kaskar, who was arrested, remember, by the NCB in June 2021, has now confessed that not just Dawood but his aides, Chota Shakil, Anis Ibrahim, are also enjoying Pakistan's patronage. In fact, Iqbal also made a significant disclosure about Javed Chitna, accused of Bombay bomb blasts. He also told NCB that Javed used to smuggle drugs in Pakistan and had been to jail for the same. Listen in to one of the victims who faced Dawood's terror.
भाई मेरे को तो शुरू से डराया धमकाया गया था। जब मेरी मुझे दुकान पे जब लॉक लगाया था और मुझसे डॉक्यूमेंट में साइन किया था, तो उस टाइम मुझे डराया धमकाया था कि अगर तू पुलिस में जाएगा तो हम तेरे को और तेरे घर वालों को, और खंडवा शहर में जहाँ पर रहता हूँ, खंडवा शहर परदेसीपुरा खंडवा और मध्य प्रदेश में, तो वहाँ मेरी माँ और बहनों को भी डराया धमकाया इस संबंध में। एक फतेह नाम का लड़का है जो वो वहाँ पर गया था मेरी माँ बहन के पास और उनको डराया धमकाया कि अगर तुम अपने लड़के को समझा दो, अगर उसने पुलिस में कंप्लेंट की तो हम तुम लोगों को भी यहाँ पर आके तुम्हारे को भी किडनैप कर लेंगे, और तू जो लड़का तुम्हारा मुंबई में रहता है अब्दुल मतीन, उसको भी हम गोली मार देंगे और उसको भी वहाँ से किडनैप करके गायब कर देंगे। तो इसके लिए मेरी माँ बहन ने मुझे कसम दी थी कि भाई तुम पुलिस में मत जाना।
Well, remember, we have also been getting the latest with regards to the confrontation, the interrogation of Iqbal Kaskar, who's also confirmed that D gang has revived itself and is active in India these days, primarily in extortion. This only confirms Times Now ground report on the return of D gang to Mumbai, which happened just a few days ago.
When someone hears of the areas like Nagpara, Bendi Bazaar and Bhauri Mohalla, it also reminds them not only about the luxury of South Mumbai, but also how impactful this entire premises of the Mumbai area was impactful for the underworld don Dawood Ibrahim. Times Now has accessed his brother Iqbal Kaskar's exclusive statement that he put forth before a central agency, citing and confirming that Dawood Ibrahim is in Pakistan with his entire family, several relatives, and is operating not only from Pakistan but is also very much active in Dubai and India. Right now we are present in Bhauri Mohalla to show you that how this entire area still operates. The building which you are seeing right now was one of those buildings in the earlier times wherein Dawood Ibrahim with his brothers, with his associates, was operating across Mumbai. Simultaneously, it has also been alleged that this funding of the redevelopment of this building is also being funded by the D gang. 100 meters away from this particular premises stays Iqbal Kaskar along with his family, who is a younger brother of Dawood Ibrahim. Clearly understanding that Dubai, Pakistan are the hub of the D gang operation which they are doing in Mumbai right now, and also it clearly mentions that how through a business of Mendex drugs and brown sugar drugs, they are trying to have an access across the youth in the city right now. In fact, this year freshly NIA also registered a fresh case against Dawood Ibrahim and his associates, citing that they are again trying to spread the fear amongst the Mumbaikars through the drug business and also through the real estate business.
Well, remember, Dawood Ibrahim is one of the main accused of not just 1993 but also the 2008 Mumbai serial blast, which claimed hundreds of innocent lives. Not just this, Dawood is also involved in various terrorism and criminal activities such as arms smuggling, narco-terrorism, underworld criminal syndicate and money laundering as well. Also circulation of fake currency and so on and so forth. Now Dawood also has had links with international terror outfits like Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Toiba, who are directly waging a war against India. But let's now show you in detail the nexus of Dawood and how the entire D-gang has been working. We shift our focus to this graphic, and it is a representation of the D-gang and the way the D-gang is operating, not just from Pakistan, from countries in the Middle East, but now how it's now coming back to India. So this is Dawood Ibrahim, the global terrorist mastermind of 1993 and the 2008 Mumbai blasts. And with regards to Dawood's manager, who's Anis Lambu, remember he's the close aide of Dawood Ibrahim. He takes care of Dawood's financial transactions. He stays in Dubai and several Middle East countries. Dubai is especially spoken of when we talk about the D-gang, because it's not just Anis Lambu but other close aides of Dawood Ibrahim also, who are based in Dubai, who are conveniently expanding their business in Dubai. Javed Chikna, for example, was arrested in Pakistan for hashish smuggling. He's also wanted in the 1993 Mumbai blasts, and he was arrested in Pakistan for hashish smuggling itself. If we talk about other raids, Salim Talwar, for example, currently based in Dubai. Anis Lambu also currently based in Dubai. He owns lounges in Dubai, conveniently once again expanding their businesses in some of these Middle Eastern countries. If we talk about Khalid Pehlwan, for example, he also helped Dawood in smuggling. He's involved in drug trade as well. So this is the nexus that we're talking about, and that's exactly why this becomes very, very problematic. Shivani, you know, it's the D-gang that is conveniently operating from several parts of the world, especially in the Middle Eastern nation of Dubai, in Pakistan, of course. Now our report getting confirmed that Dawood Ibrahim is currently in Karachi. This is, of course, upon the details that have been shared by his very own brother, Iqbal Kaskar. But if we talk about this D-gang, how is it operating and how this continues to be a big, big threat for our national security?
Well, interestingly, we have seen that not only it is the Pakistan government that is giving shelter to Dawood Ibrahim, but the intelligence sources also goes on to say that there is a clear shift and clear transfer of Dawood Ibrahim across Pakistan, so that the intelligence agencies of India cannot trace him. And in fact, several characters is what Dawood Ibrahim takes place in, so that nobody can recognize him. Dawood Ibrahim, Anis Ibrahim are not only in Pakistan, but Iqbal Kaskar also accept that he is in Clifton Place. And earlier also we saw from our intelligence sources that they go on to say that there is a place called White House where Dawood Ibrahim stays in the security of ISI agents as well. And those are the people, those are directly monitoring Dawood Ibrahim's activity and are helping him to expand his business. And that is why we can see that Dawood Ibrahim, along with his own family and several other relatives, are staying in Pakistan under their security. Simultaneously, their business managers are staying in Dubai and are operating all the trade and the money transaction, the money trail being in Dubai. But whatever the money supply is taking place, that is being used against India, and that is why as of now Dawood gang, which was already operating in contract killing earlier in Mumbai while their entire gang was developing, right now they are not directly involving themselves in contract killing, but rather they are into real estate businesses, they are into white collar businesses, and on the very large scale they are into the drug business. In this particular statement accessed by us about Iqbal Kaskar, he goes on to say that they are dealing still about brown sugar drug and Mendex drugs, and that is why 120 kg charas was recovered from Iqbal Kaskar, which led to his arrest, and that's why the statement was recorded. They also go on to say that as of now also Dawood Ibrahim is working for the business of smuggling. So the gold smuggling is still underway, the drug trafficking is still taking place, and that's why NIA this year, particularly in the month of February, registered a case against Dawood Ibrahim, citing that this particular gang of underworld D gang is not only operating, redeveloping themselves, but they are redeveloping to spread the threat amongst the Mumbaikars, once again among the business category, among the officers category, and henceforth the entire mission was taken forth by the NIA. Later, on the basis of those particular charge sheet and the development, Mumbai police also registered several cases which led to many arrests of the D gang
Yes,
members.
absolutely. The NI is also closing in on the Dawood gang with regards to how now they're attempting to make backdoor entry into India. Let's quickly shift our focus to another update we're picking up. This is the Mumbai CP who's assured of strictest action if there is any tip-off that the police in Mumbai receive against Dawood or his aides.
जहाँ पे भी हमें नज़र आता है कि कुछ गलत हो रहा है वहाँ पे स्टेप इन करना और कार्रवाई करना हमारा धर्म है, हमारा फर्ज है, हम करते रहेंगे। धन्यवाद।
And political reactions also continue to pour in. NCP has raised questions on as to why is it that no steps have been taken in the direction to extradite the D-gang members.
If we have authentic information with regard to the existence of or concealment of a fugitive in any part of Pakistan, then in that event diplomatically pressure can be mounted and the government of Pakistan may be called upon to explain as to how they are harboring a fugitive who is wanted in serious terrorist cases.
All right, let me go across to Shivani, who continues to stay on with us. Shivani, you know, it's very, very relevant and critical and of utmost importance that the investigating agencies close in on this very angle of how an attempt is being made by D-gang members, their network, to make a backdoor entry into Maharashtra, for example. But the points highlighted by Iqbal Kaskar also confirm the same, that D-gang has revived itself, is active in India these days.
Well, yes, interestingly, Mumbai becomes the hub because it's an economic capital. Simultaneously, the dealings have been operating in Mumbai's Bendi Bazaar area, the Bori Mohalla area that we were reporting from on the ground. In fact, many relatives of the Dawood family are still staying there. And even today, the media with the cameras, the journalists cannot go and directly approach the family members, even if they claim that they are no longer active part of the D-gang. There are several members, those have left Mumbai, those are in Dubai, those are in separate other parts of the country. Let's very well remember a few months back when Enforcement Directorate was also investigating the matter with regards to a money laundering case, which also included how the D-gang is also somewhere, supporting many political people to involve themselves with regards to operating the money through Hawala. They also clearly said that it was Hasina Parker's son Ali Shah who also accepted that 40 lakh rupees were transferred to his account from Dawood Ibrahim's account to follow a particular ritual, which clearly claims that he is only in Pakistan. He's very well in touch with people. And yes, Mumbai, of course, becomes a hub to all of them, to monitor once again. Here in Mumbai, it becomes easy because there's people are still very much active in the business, being in the hub of Mumbai, in Bendi Bazaar, in Bori Mohalla, and several other areas from where Crawford Market, they are operating their businesses. They have their own shops, they put on rent, and the same kind of business they are doing in Dubai as well.
Absolutely.
So that's why we understand that Mumbai ultimately becomes a very easy target because they have been operating in the past as well.
Well, we've heard it from the police commissioner, Shivani, who says that they're very closely looking at the attempts being made by several D-gang members to spread their networks, revive their networks once again, especially in Mumbai and Maharashtra. Let me go across to Kamar Chima, Pakistan strategic analyst, and also RSN Singh joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Chima, now that it has come in from Mr. Iqbal Kaskar himself that, Dawood is in Karachi in Pakistan, can there be any more denial? Because this question has been asked of Pakistan time and again. It's an open secret that he is residing in Pakistan. Why the denial? Just admit it.
There are 2-3 angles which I want to make. The first angle is that the next week India is going to have the G20 presidency, and before getting that presidency, India is just creating that hype. Oh, look, there is Dawood Ibrahim, and it is being handled from across Pakistan. He is still working there. The second point is your reporter also mentioned, and she accepted that the police cannot go into some of the places where Dawood Ibrahim, his family or relatives are there. So when your police cannot take care of the people inside your territory, that those are the no-go areas, you need to fire your own police. You need to
Sir,
send the police chief home.
let's
rather
address the
blaming
problem from where it
Pakistan,
originates,
rather
and that's in
blaming
Pakistan.
The
He is
problem
instructing his
Dawood
foot
Ibrahim-
soldiers from Pakistan, and Pakistan has failed to take any sort of action against Dawood Ibrahim. Well, the reason is known to all, but then there has to be a clear admission.
You are just trying to internationalize the issue. You are just trying to internationalize the issue.
Sir, the issue is
Before
already
getting the
internationalized.
No,
you know, his
no.
tentacles have spread
That is
much
just-
beyond
the
India and
problem is
Pakistan.
you are not
His
moving
closets
away
are
from
functioning
Pakistan.
from across the borders, also in the Middle Eastern nations.
not moving
Two of
away
them are in
from
Dubai. They're
Pakistan.
conveniently expanding their
reason-
business. But why is Pakistan in denial?
Well, Pakistan is not in denial. Dawood Ibrahim is not in Pakistan. Had he been here, we would have given to India or any other country. The only thing is that you cannot eliminate the gangs in India. Your reporter mentioning, your police mentioning. So you are a weak state. You can't take care of your own territory, and you're talking about that, oh, look, our own people are hiding in Pakistan. I think you need to name and shame your
Sir, we
own
need
people,
to also
your
name
own
and
police.
shame the several terrorists that currently are seeking shelter in Pakistan. Forget Dawood Ibrahim. What
This
about
is an Indian
Hafiz Saeed? What
propaganda.
about the endless
This is
list
Indian
that
propaganda.
Pakistan
This is Indian
cannot come out with
propaganda.
an answer to? Let me go across to RSN Singh. Mr. RSN Singh, the problem doesn't end at Dawood Ibrahim. There is a whole long list of terrorists, terror sympathizers who are currently seeking shelter in Pakistan, and Pakistan, on the face of it, continuously in denial, but everyone knows what's going on.
No, I'll tell you, there is in every country, there is a security apparatus. You have the army, you have the police, you have the paramilitary forces, and all decent countries. But in Pakistan, in that entire infrastructure, the jihadis have a very, very important place. I mean, that is how that country was born. So, you know, the more you accuse them, see how he is smiling, the greater pleasure that they derive. That look, this is the form of warfare. Smugglers are, drug peddlers are very much part of our warfare. I mean, one of their own prime ministers said that one army chief came to me for asking me permission to carry out drug trade to finance jihad against India.
Yes.
So
well, there's a long list of terrorists who continue to be shielded by Pakistan, and that's the reason perhaps why, you know, Pakistan, Qamar Chima is called a terror state. Shivani, my colleague, who has brought to light all of these important facts, who has put out the facts as per the questioning of Iqbal Kaskar, is also with us. You were taking questions from her. You were questioning her reportage, and you were pointing out how it doesn't quite add up. So let Shivani come in. Shivani.
Well, Christine, we have to correct our guest here that I clearly mentioned that the place that we were reporting from, that is Bori Mohalla of Mumbai, where many of such relatives of the Dawood gang are still staying. Many of them have escalated that place. And the reporters, the journalists with their cameras or without cameras are not allowed to meet the families, is what I have clearly been said. And if we question the city police of the Mumbai, then we have to remind them very clearly that it is Mumbai police who few days back also arrested one person who was clearly making illegal deals with regards to real estate of the Dawood gang members, who's Riyaz Bhatti, who is still behind the custody of Mumbai police.
Qamar Chima, you're not even letting her speak. You're not even letting her respond to the kind of allegations that you've raised, because you don't have an answer to the clear-cut question that is being raised today. And it's not us who are saying that Dawood Ibrahim is in Pakistan. It's his brother. How would you question that?
Madam, Dawood Ibrahim's brother, if he's in India, let's say, or anywhere else, if he's in your custody, your reporter mentions that you cannot go with the camera. You are not allowed. You have become hostage to these
a couple of days ago, we broke down details of, for example, Bhendi Bazaar and how Dawood Ibrahim has let off his foot soldiers. They're on a prowl.
What kind of a weak state
and they're trying to make backdoor entry into India.
Such a weak country?
The systematic effort being made by investigating agencies is not quite going to serve the purpose if they're in Pakistan. You continuously not just continue to shield them, but also provide support to elements like Dawood Ibrahim. I'm going to have to leave it at that. Qamar Chima, RSN Singh, Shivani, thank you for joining us with those details. It's time for us to head into a very quick break.